What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Wingin podcast. Happy New Year! First podcast episode of 2026. Jack, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm good, man. I can't complain. Finally entered into the new year. Yeah, just looking forward to what's to come. And gaming space was getting ready to go away, but
Yeah. I mean, we already got one direct already scheduled for January 22nd that Microsoft doing their developer direct.
Yeah,
I'm like, all right, starting it off. So it's gonna be an interesting year. Andre, you around?
there's a logo there, and
I'll
he
take
said
it as a
roast
no.
already.
Yeah, I'll take it as a no. So yeah, 2026. Hope everybody's had a nice holiday and was able to, have fun and relax and chill and reset and everything. Because we got demos upon demos the last couple weeks. So
Yeah,
I'm like, I see what y'all doing. I'm happy for that because I was just playing the Dragon Quest Reimagined demo, and that might have to get got when one of them sales hit.
yeah. I haven't even touched it yet. I haven't
Because
touched it.
I'm actually enjoying that demo. Also, another thing. So yesterday I did do a live stream for that one. I went back and rewatched it last night, and StreamYard is still doing that thing where it cuts the sound out at weird times. I hate
Yeah.
that. So I'm just going to go back to YouTube and just on my rest of my live stream just going to be on YouTube. So until I can
YouTube
figure
setup
out
is
why they're
pretty
doing
efficient.
that.
YouTube setup is pretty efficient.
Yeah, it's pretty efficient on there.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna do that one because trying to run it through StreamYard is it works ish, but it's one of those situations where I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna have to figure this out until I can get everything working smoothly like I want it to. So
Gotcha.
but yeah, there is some gameplay up of Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined demo. Like I said, I like what they did with the demo, in all honesty. It looks clean. That's what I wanted from like Grandia and Grandia 1 and 2.
Right.
Like if you're gonna do if you're gonna bring a game back from 5th and 6th gen, let's clean it up where we had issues with like either the art style or whatever, or FMVs, because back then it wasn't real cutscenes, it was FMVs. Everything was FMV.
Yeah.
So let's clean that up and just redo it, in my opinion, instead of doing a quick and dirty remaster. But yeah, I've been enjoying that. Anything you've been catching up on?
Man, to be honest with you, I have been on a PS3 binge.
Oh yeah, you told me you went and got a PS3 and a 360, right?
Yeah, so my son, he had been talking about a 360 for a while because he was just hearing me reminisce about some of the games I was playing. And one of the key ones was Blitz League 2. And of course, if you've ever paid attention to the pricing of that freaking game, that can range anywhere between $60 to $100 easily.
Yeah, easy.
So he ended up getting the 360. We got this gaming store around here, and just to watch him go in there and find games for like $5-6 or whatever, and just like, okay, I want to try this, I want to try that, I want to try this. It was amazing. You know what I'm saying? Because as a dad, watching your kids get into something outside of what the current gen is, or either Roblox, has been amazing. So him doing all of that led me to go get a PS3. So now, disclaimer for me, it took me 3 PS3s to get a good one. So
Uh,
hold on, where's my camera? GameStop. Um, it took that long to get a decent one. The first one I got started decent, then it started freezing. The second one I got, you can clearly tell it had water damage. There was rust in the drive, rust on the screws. The Ethernet port had like the bluish, greenish markers on it. You can tell it
what
was submerged in
the?
water.
So hold on, they sold you that knowing that's how it looked.
This was the crazy part. The first store I got my PlayStation from, the one that was freezing, that's the one I typically go to. The
Okay.
second one, I only went to the second one because they were the only ones left. Otherwise, they were going to have to order it for me. So I went to them talking mad cash money nonsense about the last store I went to. Oh, they don't check their stuff. They don't clean. They don't do this. Mind you, I got this one with all that rust. So, so I had to go to another city that's about 35 minutes away from me to finally get one that was what I thought was still a dud, because when I got home, it worked. But then when I put the disc in, it made it sound like it wanted to eject out. So somebody was like, "Oh, just push it up 30 degrees and it'll work," and it hasn't messed up since then. So
Okay, that's wild. See, yeah, that's why I'm like I'm kind of hesitant about going, especially because everybody don't take care of their stuff.
no, and you could tell
Yeah,
everyone I saw, you could tell nobody take care of them.
yeah,
So finally got it, copped a couple of games, and then I went on I went to the seas, and got some games from the sea,
hmm,
on some pirate stuff, but it's all
yeah,
good.
yeah,
Because these games, I was finding some that 50, 60. I was like, bro, no. So
yeah.
I went, and so yeah, we've been playing, and I think the first game me and my son played and we had a blast was the NBA Jam Tournament Edition that they had on the
Oh yeah,
360 and the PS3.
yeah. When they
Yeah,
brought it back for that 1 year.
yeah, heat. We just that's we were just going crazy with that. But yeah, other than that, man, just playing Ratchet and Clank, a cracking time. Which I realized, for me to say that I love Ratchet and Clank, I didn't realize I hadn't touched any of the PS3 games. I don't know why I thought I had played every Ratchet and Clank game, but I haven't touched a single PS3 one. So
Oh,
I'm
okay.
going through all of those right now. Um, definitely got my Jack and Daxter loaded up, the collection they have for that. Stranglehold. Remember the game?
Oh yeah,
Never got
dude,
a
the
chance to
John
play it.
game, bro.
Yeah.
Because they were supposed to do a movie off that, but
Yeah.
they didn't
Yeah.
get a chance to. Man, John Woo, I'm like, bro. That's why I wanted to do this. That was Sleeping Dogs. I wanted him
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, let John Woo do it. He ain't doing nothing.
Sleeping Dogs is raw too. I mean,
Yeah,
that 50 Cent Blood in the Sand is actually pretty raw.
yeah. Blood and
Uh
Sand ain't bad. It's the Crystal Skull one that sucked. Blood and Sand wasn't bad.
Yeah, man. So I mean, that's pretty much what we've been playing. I think I may have touched my Switch to before we got all this, and that's when I start playing Absalom. Um, I finally got the what is it called, the Musashi game that I wanted from Level 5, the
Hmm.
robot game. Finally got that because it went on sale, and
Yeah.
copped that. And man, that game is deep. But it goes to show, even though Level 5 is a company that a lot of people like, they definitely, you can tell they just don't have marketing dollars because they don't market nothing.
Because
I
I ain't
didn't.
found out about that. I found out about that one by pure accident.
That's the same thing with me. I went through, somebody was doing the top 50 hidden gems of the Switch, and it was like Megaton Musashi, W Wired. I'm like, what's that? And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
this looks cool. And it was like, oh, it's made by Level 5. I'm like, for real? I'm
Yeah.
only known Level 5 for like Professor Layton, and then of course now the Fantasy Life games, and then Deca Police pretty soon. But yeah, I mean, Level 5 has been 2 for 2 for me in 2025, bro. Like, they got solid games. They just can't market anything.
Yeah. And I
And
don't know why
yeah,
that
I don't know
is.
what's going on.
I don't know if they need help or what, but I'm like, bro, yeah, because I've been playing that one as well, Megaton. Whenever I get a chance, I'm like, this game is way too fun for
Man.
nobody to ever know. Because I ain't, like I said, I ain't even hear about it.
No,
So
no.
I got lucky, and it was just like, I mean, what's this? And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I'll give it a shot. And I'm like, yeah. The only thing I've heard about is Deca Police and then how much it keeps getting pushed back.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they say that they still working on it, and that's the one
Yeah.
people are looking for. But one thing that, and I think I put it up on Twitter, that going through the PS3, 360, all that stuff has shown for sure is we move away from generations way too fast. Like,
Well,
granted, yeah, you take about like the 8 to 10 years. For majority people, they look at review scores.
yeah.
So when you look at review scores, there's tons of games that don't get reviewed, or
Hmm.
either they get this weird bad score. And so when you go back and you look at the list and you have some of these content creators that I don't know how they go about doing it, so I'm not going to say that they own them, they played them, whatever. They'll do these top 50, top 100 hidden gems or games you must play, and you look, you're like, oh, I ain't never seen that.
Or
You know what I'm
so heard.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know Grasshopper had quite a few games that
Hmm.
I had never heard of, because I heard a lot Lollipop Chainsaw. Of course, we know about No More Heroes, but they
Yeah.
have one that's called was it Live Dead or No Live Dead or something like that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
They got yeah.
solid,
Yeah.
solid game.
I think most people, when it comes to Grasshopper, unless Suda makes it, they don't pay attention to it.
But it's essentially like No More Heroes though.
I know, but if Suda don't make it, they don't pay attention to it. And
And
over here, if you only go to like IGN, you're
yeah,
screwed.
yeah, you're
And
screwed.
unfortunately, a lot of people still go to only like their favorite place, which is IGN or GameSpot, or it's a lot of people that only go to those places.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it's unfortunate, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it is. But
That's
I remember Iwata said that like back in the 16, like, dude, we ain't even tapped out the generation yet, and
even if
y'all
we
already
haven't
trying to go
tapped
on.
even if we haven't tapped it out, it's like there are so many games that get released. It's like there's no way you touched half of them.
Yeah, I
So
mean, yeah, because that's one of my main complaints about the Keeleys.
yeah,
There's no way he has a jury that plays all these games. There's no way.
no, not
There's
even
no
close.
way, because they there's no way Expedition 33 had 3 people for best voice actor.
No,
And
no way.
no, dude, that's not.
No,
No, I mean, no, and I
no.
just no. So it's things like that. Like, we have way too many games that come
Hmm.
out that there's no way that should never be a problem. That should never be an issue.
And to find out, and I remember at the time when it came out, but I didn't get a chance to get it because just being in high school. But Enslaved,
Oh,
that
Odyssey to the
reminds
West.
me, yeah, that
Yeah,
reminds me of Wukong.
yeah.
It's just like you got games like that. I didn't even know Capcom made a game called Remember Me. Like, I was just
Mm-hmm.
trying to see if the game worked, and I'm watching. I'm like, wait a minute, like I'm just
Enslaved was off the chain. Like, a lot of people gave that game. It didn't get
so I've
enough
heard.
props, but
Yeah,
it was actually a very good game because it was Ninja Theory made it.
yeah,
The
yeah, yeah,
same
yeah,
people that made Heavenly Sword. And I'm like,
yeah.
yeah, Enslaved is actually off the chain. So yeah, I agree, because yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I feel bad for some of these games, because I'm like, if one, I think they released on the wrong platform,
True.
and
Yeah,
two, I think they just came out in crowded years, so nobody really got a chance to play them.
that's true, and I can see that too. I mean, especially in that era with PS3 and 360,
Mm-hmm.
you start realizing too, looking back at some of the old footage, the focus was never the games for the most part. It
Mm-mm.
was always like who was more powerful, who released this and that and the third, and then you go back and look, and just trying my son's 360 and my PS3 with some of the similar games. The 360 games run almost 10 times better than the
Yep.
PS3 ones that I got. Because I'm sitting
And,
there, I'm like, first of all, I put his game in, we're playing. I got to install
yeah.
like Little Big Planet had 82 downloads. You hear me? Like,
Yeah.
and then it still had to install. I was like, I forgot PlayStation 3 did that.
Yep.
I was
And
like, this
PlayStation 3 was
crazy.
the more powerful console. That's why I'm like,
Yes.
power don't always mean what you think it means, but
Yeah.
that's neither here nor there. How you doing, Sandstorm?
Oh, I'm good, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
we can.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
All right, so 2025, the year, there was a lot of games that released.
Mhm.
There was a lot of games that released. Started off the year pretty good, and it kept up. Going back and looking at my release spreadsheet, I have, it kept up.
Mhm.
Really good. You know, um, I think they just came out in crowded years, so nobody really got a chance to play them. Yeah, a lot of stuff.
Hmm.
That's across every platform as well.
Yeah,
So gamers were eating good this year. If you like different types of games, now if you don't,
that's the problem. Yeah.
I can't help you. I can't help you. I'm sorry. Whatever. So,
Hmm.
your overall thoughts on the year 2025? Sandstone, let's start with you.
Oh man, the overall thoughts on 2025, man. I'm gonna say that the year overall was a weird one, kind of. Um, but like even more so, I feel like this year was really weird, especially with games.
Hmm.
Um, there was plenty to eat, but you had to really understand what your diet was, you
Right.
know?
That's
Yeah.
true.
Um, so, at the beginning of the year, I feel like we got some things, but they weren't moving like I think they should. We got a few games, and then really, I think this is kind of what happened is that everybody minus the actual like game industry, like the people actually in the industry. I feel like everybody was just kind of like holding their breath on, what Switch 2 had to offer. So it was
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not touching nothing. I'm not touching nothing until they say something.
Right.
And so when the Switch came around, we got the games that they had offered us. We got to see what, the future holds and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And in this weird like dimension, I don't know. And that's why I think it's really weird. It it was like it was like everybody wanted to grab a hold of like this is why this game sucks
Yeah.
for the system. This is why
Hmm.
this game sucks for the system. This game, and it was like every game, right? But like
Hmm.
meanwhile, it was like, are y'all actually playing games? Like this is the question that
Yeah.
I ask every year.
Yeah.
Like, are y'all playing games or like what's going on? Like, but but I digress. Anyway, so um you know, we got the platformer. We finally got Donkey Kong. That was crazy. Just to even watch, that reveal. I still go back and watch those reveals to this day. Like
Hmm.
the Switch reveal, I see the mashup reactions, the Donkey Kong reaction, just to see people's gauge of happiness. And that I really feel I really wish that's how it will always be.
Right.
Like for games just in general. But we got some games, but it's so weird too at the same time because I feel like the games that I was really waiting for weren't hitting the way that I wanted them to hit.
Really.
Yeah, perfect example, Ghost of Yote. Like we own Ghost of Yote.
Oh.
We got that for Christmas. Now, if you remember, before Ghost of Yote even came out, the thing that I always say is I'm a whore for samurai games.
Yeah.
Like,
Hmm.
and so when they announced Ghost of Yote, I was like hella excited. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Had J Mac sitting right next to me. We had a whole thing for it, right?
Right.
But like we've had that game since December, and it's not even just me. So it's not even just me, but like I have yet to pop that game in to play it. And I'm not
Really.
like, oh man, I can't wait for one of my kids to get off the PS5 so I can jump on. It's just like, I don't really care. Like,
Yeah.
and what's
I
worse
feel you on
is my daughter, shout outs to baby Sandstorm. She was excited, really excited to grab it. And the only person who's played it in our house so far, even J Mac, she had interest in it. The only person who's played it in our house so far is my son. Nobody else has really touched it.
Wow.
So is it, and it's not just that game, it's just like other games kind of in general. It's just like, eh, do I really feel like playing this? Nah, I got some other games I can play.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just been a weird year, and I don't know why that is. I don't know if it can't be burnout because the last game that we got of that is a while. I'll even tell you this. This is what's even crazier is in this back. corner, we have both Kirby Air Riders and um Age of Imprisonment.
Mhm.
Both of those games are still in cellophane.
Oof.
So I don't know if it's just like we have a overbearing backlog where it's just like so full that we need to like just get the games done. And I'm not saying that any of these games are bad or boring or anything like that,
Mhm.
but I know other people who are like kind of in the same boat of like, yo, did you pick that up? Yeah, I did. Have you played it yet? And I'm gonna get to it. Like, I'll
Mhm.
It's
get to
too
it at some
much.
point.
It's too
Yeah.
much. It's just too much. And like, because I remember when we was talking about November last year. I'm like, it was like what 10 games
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
that major that like, and it was like dropping within some of them the same week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, the first week of December had 3 games drop
Yeah.
major. Like it didn't make any sense. So it's I feel you on that. I feel you on that. That is kind of the story of the year, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Anything else?
No, no. But overall, like I said, it was a great year. Not great year. It was a good year. It was a decent year for gaming. I think a lot of stuff. Um, if I was being like 120, I still think a lot of the stuff that was supposed to come out or that is coming out, I really think Switch has a lot to do with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Um, and it's not like, oh, we've been working on this for 5 years. Oh, Switch is coming out, so let's hold on to it. But I think it's like, oh, they got a new system. Let's see what's coming out around the time that like we trying to drop stuff
Mhm.
because I don't want to get caught in the crosshairs of something slipping out. You know what I mean? Something slipping
Right.
out, and then like I lose on my money because they just dropped a banger around my time. So and that's in a year where you got Donkey Kong, where you got Mario Kart World, where you got Metroid, you got Pokemon, like Age of Imprisonment, which is technically a Zelda, if you would,
It's
but
not
like
technically it is. That
so
one is. That one actually is. Like they are not high, they're not even they making no there's no denying what that game is. Like
Yeah.
so it's like maybe we need to push this a little bit. But speaking of pushing, um GTA for 2027 is wild to me. So
no,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
makes sense.
That
No,
makes sense.
that actually makes sense.
It makes
That's
sense.
on
I
Yeah.
brand. That's
I
actually on brand. So
I was going back and thinking about this, and this is not too off topic, but I was going back and thinking about this, like, man, and I think I said this. I think I said this when we watched the Keeleys. Was like, man, how many times are we gonna give it to Grand Theft Auto 6 and they push it back every single year? Most
Yeah.
anticipated game. And
It's
it's
gonna keep
like,
happening.
is that really that fair? Like,
Yeah. It's gonna keep happening too.
well they're gonna push it because Rockstar needs them to push it. So they're
Yeah.
gonna push it.
yeah.
At this point, that's I mean, dude. I don't know if y'all been on Twitter or X or whatever. Have y'all been seeing all them around the time of the Keeleys? Like a lot of indies was like, we can't afford $1 million
Yeah.
or
Everybody was
Mhm.
using that.
$3
Yeah.
million for games, so we were just gonna do it. Now, I'm sorry, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't Jeff bragging about how they have all these indies just able to just put their stuff on there?
Right.
Yeah.
Not no
Hey.
more.
No
Nah.
more.
That's a
So I'm
brand
like,
name.
He big time now. He big
yeah,
time.
okay, big
You
time.
forgot about them.
Okay, all right, yeah.
He
Big
gave
time.
him the Project Cars treatment.
Yep.
Basically, yeah. Freaking weird. But
We promise you, it's coming out for the Wii U. No, we never said it was. We never said
yeah, basically.
all that advertisement. We ain't never said it was. Yeah,
All right.
And then they were begging for people to buy when they tried to make the other game, and everybody like, nah, bro, we
Nope.
good.
Mhm.
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 So,
But yeah,
Just
that's
seeing-
all. That's
Go
all I have. That's all I
all
have.
right, Andre. What about you? What's your thoughts on 2025, gaming wise?
I think we had a lot of good games, but like we had too many good games on top of each other.
Mhm.
So You get a good game, you get a new game out, and you're playing that one. Then another new game comes out, and you want to play that one. Then another new game comes out, you want to play that one. It's like,
I'm broke.
dang, I'm 4 games deep, and I ain't even beat the first one. And that's all within. Look, that's all within a 2-day period. Like, what?
Yeah,
like you can't do that. Like, budgeting is going to be a thing. Can't be buying every game as it comes out.
All right.
And we're gonna start seeing everybody have Ubisoft tour deals now because games are gonna start selling less.
Oh yeah,
Well,
definitely
yeah,
be on the
seeing
corner
games
for sure.
at 95% off just to get some sales.
Listen, I just need this last game. I got these cheeseburgers, man. Got these cheeseburgers.
Got this DLC for you, baby. Come on, have
please.
Like it's a thing where you go on the eShop and you look at a game and it says bundle. You look at the bundle, then you look at the individual parts of the bundle. The individual parts are all still full price, but the bundle is selling for $10. Like, why would I not buy that if I'm going? Like, if I'm going to get this,
I mean, Capcom is. That's why I'm like, look, if people give Capcom trash about it, bro, I'm like, hey, at least they give it to you up front.
Oh yeah,
like, they're getting their money.
Because if you buy that stuff separate, you will be spending about $200.
Yeah,
just spend the $89 to just get it all. Just spend the $89.
Pick that specific Street Fighter character if you want to. When we drop somebody else.
Your best bet is season pass anything they do.
Yeah, anything they do, just season like Monster Hunter Stories 2 and 3. You better buy that damn $89. Because if you don't, and you call yourself a couple months down the line, 6 months down the line, oh yeah, I want to get that.
Right.
You know,
okay,
let's try to spend $400.
Yeah, right. You paid $60 for the game. Now you're gonna pay another $30 for the DLC that we said you could have got if you only paid $15 more, but you ain't listening.
But you ain't listening.
So, because I'm already thinking about that. Because I'm like, because I want to get Monster Hunter Stories 3, but I'm like, let me go and get this doggone digital edition. I think it's like $89. Let me go and get that because that way I don't even have to worry about it. I ain't even gonna have to worry about it. Just going and prepare for it because I know what's gonna happen. They're gonna release something I'm gonna want. And I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm not playing this game with y'all. I'm not even playing this game with y'all. So, yeah. All right, Jack, your thoughts on 2025?
This really was to me the year where the writing's been on the wall. Granted, we've been saying this stuff for a while of graphic chasing, buzzword chasing. It really showed. Like we started off the year anticipating Switch 2. And I don't think a lot of people remember why the anticipation was there. Like people were saying, okay, we're waiting for Nintendo to save gaming because PlayStation and Xbox was doing absolutely nothing.
Nope.
So
they ain't done nothing.
Yeah, and they won't. But it's like, but then you look at how the lay of the land came out. As somebody mentioned earlier, they tried to Wii U the Switch 2, which that wasn't gonna happen. But
that was hilarious when they tried though.
Yeah,
it was so funny,
and they had so many things against it in a way because they were hiding the Mario Kart World price at first. You had to go to the site to see it. We wasn't sure if the price was going to stay the same after the whole tariff situation with Trump. Yeah. And then on top of that, people were like, "Oh, well, these game and prices," and it just caused a whole kerfuffle because of content creators of like, "Oh, well, I saw it on the European site, it was this price." You do know there's currency differences, correct? Like I don't. That's like me going to a Canadian website and like, this game was $100. Yeah, in Canada, it's not
right. That's where you finna get it.
The same as US dollars.
You finna go there and get that.
Exactly. Yeah. But outside of like the Switch 2 coming in and the hype and the excitement around that, taking a look at all the list of games that came out on Game Informer, it really seemed like it was the winner for the smaller games. So like your Ball Crosses Pit, Mega Bunk took off, Hollow Knight Silk Songs, you had Hades. Expedition 33, Hades, like those smaller games took off. Whether it was because of the price point or just for most of them that I played, they're just super addictive games. Even Absalom took off like towards the end. A game that I didn't even know existed. People just kept mentioning it, And I was like, oh, it's another roguelike. They was like, no, this is different though. Just try it. I went and I tried it, and yeah, I love the game. So this also was very telling for the future, and Xbox showed their hand in more ways than one. They showed that, hey, we gonna keep raising the price of this console. But they also spoke on what I've been mentioning for a while of what they were going to do. Oh yeah, Dispatch was a sleeper as well. And that's going to speak to something else I'll mention real quick. Going back to playing the PlayStation 3 myself and the 360 with my kids, people are kind of hungry for the games that they were kind of burnt out from in that generation. Because there were some games that I remember people were hating because they was like, I'm tired of this, I'm tired of this, I'm tired of this, I'm tired of this. We need something new. And now they're looking for that type of game again. So Dispatch is in the same line of those Telltale games of, like, you know, the Batmans, the werewolves, the Wolf Among Us,
the
Walking Dead
like
games,
5, 6 of them.
Yeah. So people are looking forward to them. But when we look at Xbox, they've made it very clear we're third party. We're gonna put our games where we're gonna put them. We'll give you another console that's coming up, but as they've already established, this is going to be a PC console hybrid. To where somehow, some way, it's gonna run PC stuff, and then it's also gonna be able to play your Xbox One and Series games. Don't know how they're gonna do it.
It's gonna play the family.
It's probably gonna have a dual boot. It's probably
dual boot. Yeah. There's no way in the world they're not gonna be able to do it. They're not gonna do that because that's too much, and that's gonna cause too much problems if you don't do it like that.
Yeah. So they're going that route. Sony is still kind of up in the air what they're gonna do. Because it's just a bunch of rumor with them. Like, you never know exactly what they're gonna do, but usually you could just look towards Xbox and play and Nintendo, and there's your answer.
Figure it out.
And like they'll plug this from Nintendo, this from Microsoft.
Like, we super secret about our stuff. What? We figured that out.
Jambalaya for sure with everything they do.
At least like they at least to a point they stop trying to think they can compete money wise with Microsoft, because
let's hope.
Well, they ain't had no choice.
Yeah, let's hope. But one thing I will say to your point, Sandstorm, Sony, can I say Sony was disappointing because they were kind of on brand this year.
I mean, but they've been on brand for the last 10.
So. Exactly. So nothing exciting came. Now I was hyped for Yote as well.
It came and went.
And it came and went. But I expected that to come in and go simply because it on the surface it was too close to Tsushima. Too close. And then on top of that, stupidity in the nature of a woman in the game as a lead. So it's unfortunately is going to tug on somebody and make them not purchase the game.
Which is stupid, because
which is very
there's
stupid.
So many. If you've watched any of those old Kung Fu Theater Samurai, man, there's so many women protagonists. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. But at the same time, same thing that, Andre and Sandstorm said, it was just a lot of good games stacked on a lot of good games. And it's like, okay, I only got so much money. There's only so much I can pay for. Too. And only so much time. I can't afford to get everything, but if I could afford to get everything, I don't have enough time in a day for me to play everything. So like me and my son, the only reason why I wrapped up Age of Imprisonment is because my son started playing with me. So we went and we just bolstered through it. So then Kirby Air Riders, I've rarely touched that. I got Red Dead, and Red Dead's been cool, but it's like, all right, cool. That's an investment.
So did I.
Yeah, like it's an investment. And then I'm already anticipating, because I didn't touch Metroid. I already told you I'm waiting for Metroid. But the anticipation for Final Fantasy is coming up this month. But like I said earlier, we hyped, and we just in here playing PS3 and 360 games.
Right.
We're here playing Blitz the League 2. We're in here playing Gears. We're in here playing what was it, the Hajime no Ippo Japanese game that somebody did a fan translation for. That's what we're in here playing, and that's where the hype is right now, because it's cheap to get, and then also there's other ways to get it, and then they're fun to play. Like right now we've been playing NCAA football 11. Like
that was a fun one.
That's what we've been playing, and then same thing with Madden when it was decent before it just got to this nonsense of paying money for stuff. But yeah, I mean, that's where the year is for me. This year is going to be scary, and the point of pricing, seeing if these consoles going to increase. I feel like PlayStation and Xbox, both of them push their consoles back to maybe 29 or 30 at this point. Like I think they're gonna take their time because of this whole RAM ramp up. But I think they pushed that back. These handhelds are ridiculous at this point. Like these PC handhelds, I don't even know if they know what they're doing at this point. Like it's there's no excitement for this stuff. And then not to mention that Steam engine that's supposed to come. That my excitement dropped immediately.
So what's up with the Steam machine? Do we got a price yet?
There's a rumored price point, but it ain't official yet. So,
right.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm just gonna go on and break your heart right now. The way these parts are going, expect that thing to be over. Expect
over 1,000.
Over 1,000.
Yeah,
just expect it,
especially for the 2 terabyte. Yeah.
Oh, 2 terabyte is gonna be that's gonna probably be 15. That's probably gonna be 15.
Especially if they're pricing this like a PC anyway. So it's gonna be up there.
So all I can say is, at least for this year pass, I mean, I would say cherish it, because this is going to be one of those years that people look back on and it was like, hey, this is the year right before the madness. So and that's either a madness in the sense of one of your favorite games drop, because maybe Wolverine comes out this year and doesn't get pushed back again. You know, I don't know what we're going to see from Nintendo. Maybe we get the big Mario this year, along with some form of Zelda this year, because they both have their 40th going on.
Actually, 3 of them have 40th this year.
Yeah,
Metroid does too, right?
It's Metroid, it's Metroid, Zelda.
This will be 4. The year to drop.
It's actually 4. It's Kid Icarus, Zelda.
Oh, I'm not even looking for Kid Icarus.
Kid forgot about him. Pit ain't gonna get no love.
They forgot about him.
He gonna be in the pits of hell. In case he's not going nowhere.
You want to know something funny? For some reason, I got a feeling something's gonna happen with Kid Icarus because we ain't expecting it.
You know,
I mean, you might be right.
I can tell you what would be real cool because of the mythology. Throwing Pit in Hades too.
That's what I'm saying. I think something is gonna happen. But it's gonna happen because we're not expecting it.
Yeah,
that's why it's gonna happen. They're gonna work with somebody, and it's gonna happen. So I expect something to happen around all 4 of them. With Zelda, I think it's probably just gonna be the alleged the reimagines of Ocarina of Time and the full on remakes of Ocarina of Time with Majora's Mask. Yeah. I think that's what it's going to be for Zelda. I think we actually
honestly that would be nice.
Yeah, it would be.
I think we're actually getting something for Mario.
Oh yeah,
whether it's 2D or 3D, we're getting something for Mario. And like with Metroid, they already did Beyond. So I don't know what they doing. Maybe they do like a other M.
I mean, this would be where I would think they would drop the Prime 2 and 3 remaster.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking, like that. So that's what I would think for this year for that stuff anyway. Just because they caught hell when they didn't do anything for Zelda outside of that. What was it, the orchestra thing? And people were like, dude, it's the 30th anniversary. You ain't do nothing. And then the 35, all they did was that little Game and Watch thing and the Game and Watch thing and the alarm thing, and I'm like, okay, y'all wild.
You know what Nintendo's gonna do, and this would be so funny. They're gonna do Zelda 40 and have you play the first game with 39 of the people trying to beat the game.
Oh no,
that would be hilarious.
Mario 35.
That would be hilarious
if they did this limited time run, 6 months.
Yeah,
that would be hilarious.
But all in all, I mean, it was a cool year, but it really, we are getting ready to see a turn of the tide, for sure, when it comes down to at least those other 2, because they jumped in the water a little too early. Like they really started off the race too fast, and now they're getting ready to pay for it. So, but all in all, the small guys won, and I think this is where they can continue their stride from an indie scene. And because I mean, even though they're not indie, it's more on a smaller scale when we think about like Shinobi and Ninja Gaiden and Rage Bound. Like those games were loved this year. They got crazy love this year.
Yeah,
and they didn't have to be this over the top graphical showcase. Some things are just okay, just being great gameplay and looking good. You don't have to look realistic. But yeah, that's what I thought about this year.
Darkboy, to answer your question, I think it was 35, but I can't remember if it was 35 or 36. I can't remember for Skyward Sword. I think it was 35.
Either way, I would say it was a representation for 35.
Yeah. It wasn't like for me, as far as 2025, I think it was a good year, but at the same time, I also think we got way too many, and this has been something that's been going on for the last 2 gens, way too many open world 100+ hour stuff. As much as I do enjoy Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, I don't need every Zelda game to be 100 hours. I don't. As much as I enjoy RPGs, I need them to go back to when there was between 40 and 60 hours or 40 and 80 hours with replayability.
With nothing but straight content, because all this open world fluff for what? I can't do nothing in it anyway.
I like Xenoblade Chronicles and Monolith Soft. Y'all off the chain. I enjoy y'all, but can y'all come down on that doggone time, bro?
Boy,
like, can y'all come down on it? Same thing with.
I can forgive them because they don't release a whole lot of games.
They don't
in a year,
but
they do want your heart, your soul, and everything involved in the game.
And one of my I love Nihon Falcon. I love the Yi series. I have a fondness for the Legend of the Hero series, but the problem with the Legend of the Hero series is it's too damn long. Every game in there is 100+ hours. I'm like, bruh, half of this stuff y'all can cut out. Like, honestly, really half of this y'all can cut out. So, like, that's why I've gone from playing the Legend of Hero series just to focusing on Yeast, because Yeast is just quicker to get through. It just is. So I think a lot. I think for me personally, just because I don't have all that time. So, and as somebody who played through Ocarina and Wind Waker and Twilight Princess and enjoy those, I think there's room for both that style of Zelda and if you want an open world. Because a lot of these people have, and this goes back to Metroid as well, a lot of these people, they haven't played these doggone series. They started because it's cool. It's the cool thing to play. So I discount those people that talk because I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. So
what would you say if, let's say, like the next game, RPG game that you play, they just got rid of side missions and it was a strictly story mission?
I'd be fine with it.
I'd be fine with it. Okay. As long as the story's good, I don't like one of my favorite RPGs of all time is Grandia 2.
Okay.
They only have like maybe 3 or 4 side questions in that whole game.
If they do side missions, make them be for something special that doesn't make it something that you don't need to beat the game, but something that can make the experience better, but not like, oh, you got these 50 side missions over here. If you want to get this legendary sword, you got to beat all these 50 side missions. Like, what? I'm not doing that.
Once again, I enjoy Tears of the Kingdom. That game has 90-something side quests.
That's
not to mention the shrines. Not to mention I ain't even talking about the shrines. That's just the side quests.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And they're of varying lengths.
Yeah.
So I'm like, there's some side quests you can do in like 5 minutes. There's other ones gonna probably take you about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So
if you focus on it.
So that's what I mean by that. But yeah, I thought 2025 was good. It's just it was a lot.
Yeah.
It just was a lot. So that being said, and I'll start this one off. Favorite game that I played in 2025. I wanted it to be Metroid. I really did so bad, but Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, bro. Age of Imprisonment I gotta give Koei Tecmo letting AAA studio, their new studio, handle it.
Yeah.
Hey, because y'all fixed all the issues that Omega Force had.
Yeah.
So, because I was expecting, and y'all heard me say this. I'm like, I know right when it's going to happen.
Oh, you told me straight up. Gleeok.
Like, it's going to happen with Gleeok. I'm sitting there doing the Gleeok fight. I'm like, ain't nothing happening.
Nothing.
It's smooth. Like, it's actually smooth. Like,
It's saying, yeah, we ain't taking this engine with all these problems. We fixing this.
They fixed it, and they did. And they actually did like flying missions that make me want them. Let them do the next Star Fox.
They could, yeah.
Let them do it. Because
let's have a Star Fox that actually just continues the story.
Yeah, that too.
Instead of all these
but I gotta give AAA Studio props. They did a very good job of fleshing out that Tears of the Kingdom story to the point where you're like, okay, I get what they're doing, and no, that construct was not Link. I don't know how many people have said, "Oh yeah, that was clearly Link." No, it's not.
He had his moveset though.
No, he didn't. Actually, he didn't.
With the spins, let's see. With the
he had a version. He had a version of his own spin, but that wasn't him. Because matter of fact, even the stance wasn't his. You want to know what was funny? The stance that he has, the Dark Construct actually does Breath of the Wild Link's combat stance.
Yeah, he does.
It's not the light.
Yeah, he does.
It was the dark one. I'm like, bro, what in the world? So yeah, but other than that, I enjoyed that game way more than I thought I would.
Okay.
So I wound up taking and I wanted it. Metroid Prime was up there, but yeah, Age of Imprisonment.
Yeah, the only gripe I'll give that, block off the hard mode or the very hard mode.
Oh yeah,
like put that after.
You call hell
because that just don't make any sense. It's like, why would somebody play through the first playthrough on this and they're just sponges?
Yeah,
like is that game would have taken me so much longer to beat if I would have continued on that level. And then Jay was like, just drop the level down.
Drop the level down. Like your first playthrough in any of these Warrior games never need to be on that because you need to get your level up. And you need to get access to them special weapons. Combos and get your combo meter already filled out. Then you go into there. That's another reason why I don't like review people that get review copies early, because they would tell, oh man, it was just too easy for me to do it. No, stop.
You didn't play very hard, and
you didn't play. Stop lying. So there are some games that they do have like normal is actually pretty easy, but like there's certain, and you got to know what games you're talking about, what companies you're talking about, like the Warriors games, even Omega Force. Yeah, you play them hard if you want to first and see what happened.
You're sitting there pressing X for the rest of your life. I'm like, what's going on? Like,
and ain't nothing happening. So that's that. Yeah. All right, Sandstorm. Your favorite game for 2025?
Oh, my favorite game of 2025. Man, that's a good one. That's a good question. I've enjoyed Metroid so far. I can't say that it's that. I enjoyed Donkey Kong up to a certain point, but then my ADD really kicked in. I spent 20 hours in the first area just
destroying stuff.
tearing stuff up.
Coins. So they should have warned you ahead of time.
They really should have.
Don't do that. One thing you should not do in the game is the mechanic that we set for the game. Don't do that.
At least not your first run.
Right. I've played Dying Light, the Beast. It's pretty good so far, but I can't even say that's it. I can't say it's that one either. To be honest with you, I'm actually gonna say it's Where Winds Meet.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's Where Winds Meet.
Yeah, I can't get that thing to run proper on nothing I got, so I can't even say that.
Yeah, it's a really good game if you can get it to run. It's a really good game. It has Assassin's Creed like elements mixed in with Ghost of Tsushima, which Ghost of Tsushima had Assassin's Creed elements. So I don't know if that's the right kind of an analogy to it, but it's really good. It's free. I'm surprised graphically it's at the level that it's at. It being free. The boss fights are enjoyable. They're not overly hard, and they are definitely not Souls-like. I don't really care for the Souls-like stuff. It's more along the lines of like Jedi Survivor style, fights. I just enjoy that game overall. The one thing I think I talked to Geronimo. Shout outs to Geronimo and Cisco. The one thing that I talked to them about was the fact that the AI in that game is actually used very impressively well. Um, they mix they mix you like interact with NPCs, but certain NPCs are like AI'd NPCs.
Mhm.
And so like they'll have like some small problem, you know what I mean? Like one person will be like, I'm working in this village by myself, it's just me, and all I got is the thing on my back, just a bag on my back to really carry. What should I how should I approach people to help me out, and then you go on your little keyboard and you type in, how you think they should help you out, and they give you immediate responses that are not generic. They're like actual like responses to what you said, and a conversation between you and the AI could be anywhere from like a minute to like 10 minutes before you realize like, dang, I'm really actually having a conversation with a computer. um but it's so really well done. And not to mention you can do like your exact likenesses with the camera capture of your character and stuff. I think that's cool. But yeah, overall, I think that's my game. It came out of nowhere. It surprised me, and I say give it this next year, like this circling year. I feel like it's already kind of like moving on the hype train, but I do really feel like it's gonna by next year, people are really gonna start talking about it.
Okay. All right. Jack, what about you?
So my dog was my game of the year. I know when we talked about it on the Keeleys, I think it was, I was talking about Galaxy 2. But I had the opportunity to go back and do some of the post game stuff as well. And as much content as they've added in that game, regardless of the DLC, like that game to me was one, something I was looking for, two, something I wasn't expecting, and then three, they did a freaking good job. Minus stuff towards the end as far as the frames are concerned, but I don't know if that's more so on them or the console. I really don't know. But all in all, if a game can run like that and I'm still having fun, we're in the bag. Like we're good. So yeah, DK was my current gen game of the year. I got a few for what was that, seventh gen.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
other than that, yeah, DK was my 2025 for sure.
All right. Andre.
I'm on a bit of a split because I was at first saying it was Shinobi Art of Vengeance, but as I get more into Ninja Gaiden Rage Bound, they kind of even for me.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. They both came out around the same time too. So I'm
Mhm.
sitting there like,
And Steam got a crazy bundle for those two as well.
Yeah. they got a
yeah,
bundle from-
that's how I got them.
Oh, okay.
I got them in the bundle. I'm like, I wanted both of them. I got them on Steam for the bundle.
I
I'm
need
like,
consoles to do that. I really do need consoles to do those type of bundles.
I'm honestly, the fact that those two games are brand new and you can still play them on basically old hardware,
Mhm.
I'm thinking that a lot of third parties are going to start having to do that. Otherwise, they're going to
Yeah.
end up not making money. They're going to have to make their games play so well on lower end hardware that it's going to be easy to port them to consoles, and they shouldn't have any performance issues. Because
Yeah.
otherwise, they're not going to make money otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a good one. All right. So what game you wish you wouldn't have spent your money on? All right. So for me, and I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but because I was so hyped to get it, Damon X Machina 2.
Yeah,
wow.
I heard.
I was so hyped to play this game, and I'm like, starting off, I'm like, okay, this ain't bad. Then it just fell off. Like
Mhm.
10 hours in, it just fell off. I'm like, dude, this ain't fun.
Yeah.
Just I'm not having fun, and that's a thing with me. Like if I'm not having fun, I can't
get down with the get
I
down.
can't get down with it. Like I like the idea behind it. I like the stuff they fixed from the first one, because the first one was fun, but it just felt like they had ideas, but they didn't know how to put them together.
Right.
So they just like put them out there and just said play.
Yeah.
But this one actually like, okay, this actually feels like, okay, y'all got a story, y'all you're doing this, but then it just like it stopped being fun. And I'm like, I kind of wish I didn't buy this.
Yeah.
So that's my game I wish I wouldn't have spent money on. Jack, what about you?
This one is in a way kind of like a tie, but I think I'm going with the more controversial one, and I will say Air Riders. Yeah, I was like super hyped watching the game, watching like how everything was being played out, how it was being presented, and it really looked like just a blast. And then I started playing it. I'm like, okay, the air ride side of it, I see why people go more city trials than air ride, because air ride seems like it kind of can be hit or miss. Like if you don't figure that out and you don't somewhat perfect that, then you can have a bad time in air ride. Like there is no, like if I'm playing Mario Kart or even if I'm playing Sonic, like even if I mess up or if I don't get a drift the right way or if I miss an item and I get bashed towards the end, I can still kind of make up for it. Air Riders, it was like, if you don't eat this enemy, shoot this, you don't gain that power, you don't grind here, you don't drift behind this person, you're not gonna win. Like this is not gonna happen. And I'm not saying in the sense of like it's too difficult. It's just there is no gap. Right, it seems like there's no gap for like the beginner to the perfectionist.
Okay, so you gotta. It's one of those games you
gotta know what you're doing.
Yeah. Okay.
And so that's where I was like, okay, cool. Even if I got to that point, fine, whatever. Then you get to, and I don't know if this is just with age or time or whatever. I was like, oh, okay, cool. You play a game and unlock stuff. Then I look and I'm like, I really don't want to do all this. Like I really like, and it's not even like, okay, the artwork. This is characters and levels. Like, and they tell you how to unlock them. It's just like, okay, for example, I wanted to get what's the star with the cape? What's his name?
Yes.
Hey, the little superhero dude. Anyway, to like get him, I think it was like I had to complete race in a certain level by like a time frame or something like that, or do something in particular. But I was like, oh, I don't have Starman. I was like, but I don't have that level. They said, oh, well, you gotta go and do this to get this level. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm like, to get what I want, I got to go through steps 1 through 5. And then once when I get done with step 1 through 5, I then got to do step 5A to get what I want. And it was like, all right, cool. Then I went to City Trials, and City Trials was cool for a minute, but I think I agree with what certain people were saying from the GameCube one, and I never played that one. But yeah, you spend 5 minutes just on a map collecting stuff, and then you go and you say, all right, cool. Let me make sure that, hopefully I got everything I need to win this. Even if you win, it's like, it happens like that. So I was like, okay, I spent the preparation more than the execution. I'd rather have 5 minutes with the execution than I do the preparation. Like, make my preparation quick, and then we go into, I don't know, like, let's say, for example, like with Smash Brothers on the 3DS. Like, we go and we collect everything, and that fight lasts a while depending on what you collected. Yeah. But for those mini games, if I'm spending 5 minutes collecting everything and we're doing the target one where we're trying to get the high score, that's 1 minute, like 1 or 2 minutes, and you're done. And so I was like, that one was kind of disappointing. So by no means is it like a bad game, and it's a Sakurai game. Like it does its thing and it's loaded with content. But sometimes the execution is just not there. And for me, Air Riders just wasn't it.
Gotcha. All right. Sandstorm.
storms of sand. We can't hear you.
You're still.
I forgot. I forgot I had it on silent. I was talking to Baby Sandstorm. I forgot I had it on silent. That's a hard one for me because like most of the stuff that I picked was like off of stuff that I knew I was probably gonna get something out of.
Mhm.
With that being said, I think out of everything, if I'm being completely honest, I think out of everything, probably fast racing.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm right there
like
with you. That was my tie. That was my tie. Yeah.
because I like as much time as I spent with it at first, like with a lot of racing games with me, unless you have like some sort of repeated value, like once
Mhm.
it's over, it's over. Like,
Mhm.
True.
and that was just one of those games where I would say, like, as far as value goes, it added more than probably the old ones for me.
Yeah.
Because you could um like fuse cars and get a whole lot a new car out of it, right? But like outside of that, it was just like, okay, and
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
so yeah, that's mine, man. It's unfortunate. I played a lot of it at first, and then like after that piece wore off, it was just another game.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, when Andre gets back, we'll get his. But for now, the 2025 game I wish got more love. For me, it was South of Midnight and Doom: The Dark Ages.
Okay.
One because, and once again, this has been a theme the last couple gens with the onset of influencers and all of this. Uh, I think the only reason why people hated South of Midnight because it was a female protagonist and B the
Mhm.
female protagonist was black.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the story itself was actually not bad. I have enjoyed that story. I'm on my second playthrough now. I'm like, this is not a bad game. Like
Mhm.
there's some story elements I wish they wouldn't have did, yeah. But all in all, I'm like, I love the art style, I love the animation. I'm like, what in the world's wrong with y'all?
Yeah.
It makes me think that some of these people ain't playing these games.
I can
It
tell you
makes
Typically,
you think. It makes
yeah,
you think, don't it?
yeah.
that.
Doom: The Dark Ages. I'm surprised when people weren't talking about that because that game's fun. Like they gave
Mm.
me a Gundam.
Oh wow.
They gave me a Gundam. Bro,
Hey.
it was on the pop when they gave me that Gundam. I had a Gundam. I got a dragon. I'm like, bro, I look like Jon Snow. Yeah, dude, it's on the pop. The only thing I needed
Right.
was all I needed was a direwolf named Ghost. That's
Oh
all I
wow.
needed. But yeah, I enjoyed doing the Dark Age. That's why those are two games. I'm like, why the world did both of these? I'm glad South of Midnight is coming to Switch 2 because
Mhm.
Yeah.
it needs to. I think Doom: The Dark Ages also needs to come to Switch 2. They can more money you make the better. And plus we
Yeah.
get to get that going to put Annabelle on there from Isabel on there from Animal Crossing. And
Yeah.
going to do that crossover that everybody wants.
You and his crossover.
Right.
Hey, look, I'm not the one who did all the artwork, and I'm not the one at Bethesda and at Nintendo that said they enjoyed it and wanted them both in Smash Brothers. I
They was
rest my
loving,
case.
they was loving on each other.
That was crazy. Like some of that stuff, just like the whole Lil Mac and Samus thing from when the Wii U version of Smash.
Mm-hmm.
I remember how crazy that got.
Mhm.
That got ridiculous.
Yeah. Truth came out.
Yeah,
Truth came out that day.
bro. That was so funny. I'm like, y'all need to put that in there. Y'all need to put an Easter egg in there or something. Like, yeah, Easter egg because I know y'all saw it. So yeah, but those are the two that I wish like in 2025 they got more love. I do think South of Midnight is probably gonna do well on the Switch too, honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
Just
Yeah.
because like that's the kind of game I think a lot of Nintendo fans go for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we don't mind dark stuff. We play Kirby.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, that little
Right.
thing.
Dude, people do not believe me when I be telling them, like, dude, halfway through the Kirby game, it's gonna turn into some body horror, crazy nonsense. Like, it looks cute and cuddly at first.
Right.
So
He's a killer. That man's a killer.
basically, so,
he's like Fat Boo, but the small version.
yeah,
Right, that part.
like, this is rated E for
Without
everyone. Why would you
Hercule.
think that? Okay,
Right,
all
without
right.
Hercule.
Yeah, play halfway through it and see what happened. Just play halfway through and see what happened. So those are my two games that I wish got more love in 2025. Jack, what about you?
Games that got more love
That you think should have got more love?
To be honest with you, I think everything got what it was supposed to get for me. Because I honestly I can't vouch for South of Midnight as much as I like it. I haven't played it. Same thing with Expedition 33. I mean, to me, it felt like it got too much love. But
when people talking about acting like it brought back turn based, I'm like, please stop.
But it goes to show you, like, the areas that it showed interest, that I guess people found interest in the game, and they don't play different games.
They don't.
Like they just really don't dabble into JRPGs because they, like you said, they're these 100+ hour, long drawn out anime style games that people don't like. You know, as much as anime has gotten a lot more love this generation, and people are more, enamored with animation, Expedition 33 didn't look like that. It didn't look like a Tales. It didn't look like any of your Disgaea games. It didn't look like any of those games that are your typical RPGs. So it appealed to a certain demographic that never touches RPGs. So that one I can't really say, but I will say, I think everything got its just due. I mean, all the fake hate, I really don't pay any attention to it, because Mario Kart was one of those. Like,
that was hilarious.
Everybody knew what Mario Kart was and how great it was going to be. And if you're going to drop a game of that magnitude this early, that means you anticipate for that game to be something for the entirety of the generation.
And it is going to be.
And it's going to be. But, but at the same time, the people that are looking at it are accustomed to their company of choice dropping a game and just leaving it as is. They're not used to a game continuing to get love unless it gets a re-release on top of a re-release on top of a re-release. So that's kind of exactly that's the main thing I thought about. You read my mind. So yeah, I mean, I think everything got is just due this year. Even the smaller ones that I mentioned before, I mean, they got a lot of love. I don't know how many people played it, but for example, like with Fantasy Life I, they just talked about reaching 1.5.
Yeah.
So, it's definitely getting the love that they feel is justified.
Well, that one also didn't cost them that much to make. So
correct. Yeah.
All they got I think all they had to sell was like, what was it, 250,000 copies, and they were good.
Whatever it was, they were happy because them jokers still giving out free stuff. Like they dropped a free code the other day. So it was it's just you can tell they're happy about it.
Yeah.
But outside of that, man, I think everything got is just due for the most part. I will say going into next year, we're gonna see a lot of skips. There's gonna be a lot of skips next year. I promise you.
Yeah, I just like I said, I just hope that it goes back down to what it was before 7th, 8th gen kicked off and everybody had to have everything open world and crap. I just hope it goes back to that.
It seems like it's getting to that point to where they're
especially if you don't want to pay. If you don't want to pay $69, $79 for no game, then you have to come off some of that stuff you claim is standard.
Yeah,
you're just gonna have to. You're going to have to, and I don't think gamers understand that. That's why I've always said gamers need to take their part in the reason why gaming is the way it is. I'm like, because y'all asked for half of this stuff.
Don't let them content creators gas you up.
Yeah, right. Y'all asked for half of this stuff.
Remember, they ain't finishing games too.
Yeah,
they surely are not.
I noticed the problem with Metroid Other M because I'm like, y'all ain't never played a Metroid series. If y'all sitting up there saying that this game needs to have cinematics and we need to have a story and it needs to be this, and this, and need to have full voice acting, like you have never played a Metroid game. You're talking about it needs to have full voice acting.
Y'all need to go to the movies.
Yeah,
because that's where it's at.
Yeah, because that ain't a Metroid game, bro. That's not. So, yeah, that's how I knew stuff was messed up then. Because I'm like, Metro Other M was a fun game. I wish they bring back the WWE AEW moves that she was doing. So I like that. Like, I need her to do a rock bottom, a one wing angel, and a super kick party. So that's what I need. But Sandstorm, what about you? Got any game that you wish in 2025 got more love?
Game that got more love.
That you think should have got more love.
Oh, that I think that should have got more love.
Yes.
Dang, I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of like Jack, man.
Okay.
You know, I to be honest with you, I thought that Silk Song was gonna move into the overhyped section really quickly. And it did good. I don't think it did as great as like the people who hyped it up were talking about, but I also don't think it was in the overhyped section either. Man, there's something need more love. Yeah, man. I think we were kind of good.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll see about this year though, because there's plenty on my list that I feel like is gonna be that I think is gonna come. That you're gonna be like, dang, wow, this should have got way more love.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Andre, since you were going, was there a game that you wish you haven't spent money on in 2025?
There's one, but it's only because I couldn't play it because of my my GPU dying on my PC, and that was City of Wolves. Because right after I bought it is when that happened.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Oh, like, yeah, that's I can't play it now.
Yeah.
not because I got issue with the game, just because I can't play it. And the game that I think should get more love that people keep deciding they want to harp on, or they begged and pleaded for it. Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Oh, I forgot that this was this year too.
Yeah, that was,
you see how that worked?
Wow.
You see how that worked?
Yeah.
The other thing too
Beg
is,
for
I know,
it, then get mad at it.
And it was me, Andre, and Shadow. We kept telling people, y'all are not gonna like this game on Switch. Y'all not gonna like it, especially if you play the Wii U version. You're not gonna like it.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, it wasn't built for the Switch. It was built for the Wii U. And I got tired. I get tired of having to hit plus to then something to screens. I get sick of that mess, man.
It's funny too, because it's like it was like they proved something, like they acted like they proved something to you. Like, is this your king? Like,
yeah, like,
are you playing it the way that we told you about it? Nah,
no,
you're not.
You're not. So, and that's one of the other issues that I have with people wanting like Wind Waker and Twilight Princess to come over. I'm like, you do realize if you had it on the Wii U, all of that, because it was nothing to sit the gamepad to the side, get your Pro Controller in your hand, and just do item inventory, and do it in real time.
Right,
bro. Yeah. That's why I'm like, y'all claim y'all want stuff, and I don't think y'all ready for them conversations. It's the same thing that happened with Wonderful 101. Wonderful 101 came out on Xbox, on Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo. And guess what happened? Oh man, this ain't fun. Like,
it sucks. I went and bought it on sale,
the gamepad,
and I was like, "What is going on?" Like, because you have to keep it up there in the corner. I was like, "No."
It was built it was built from the ground up for the Wii U.
Yep.
It was built for that gamepad.
That's why I say I don't think people keep asking for Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. I'm like, no, you don't want it. I promise you don't want it.
I mean, the versions that it's going to be based off of will be the GameCube version.
Oh yeah, for sure, because it came out there. But then when you got those enhancements along with the gamepad on the Wii U, it made a life of difference.
I mean, for the Switch 2, it could be done because they can do like they did Zelda notes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I mean, because don't get me wrong, I don't mind Wind Waker on the NSO, but the Wii U version is the superior version. Yeah, it's just the truth.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. So yeah, boy, boy.
Right.
So we got two more things before we get out of here. First one, what would you like to see for 2026 from the big three? For me, I would like to see just. I would just want to see some like. Stop talking about frames and stuff. Just talk about the game. Is the game? Talk about the game itself. Like, can we get something where the first thing you do is talk about the game and not talk about it's in 8K? That's all. I just want you to talk about the game, because if I want to watch a movie, I go watch a movie.
Yep.
I'm a gamer. I want to play the game.
Right.
So I don't need to know it's 4K 358 frames a second. I don't need to know that. Tell me how the game is. Like, what can I do in the game? What is it that we're doing? Like, and don't do what freaking No Man's Sky did for 5 years. Oh, we can build this, and you can go to this planet, and you can go to. What am I doing?
Right.
What am I doing? Like, explain the freaking game to me, please. Like, I would say the best one that ever did was Al Newman when he did that Tears of the Kingdom breakdown. He didn't even tell us about the depths. He just showed us what you could do.
Yeah.
He ain't never once mentioned no frame rate. He ain't never once mentioned no resolution. He just showed you what you're gonna be doing in the game. That's what I want more from the big three. I'm like, I'm playing a video game. Show me what the game is. Show me what the gameplay look like. Let me see it. That's what I want from all. Well, I ain't got to worry about that with Nintendo. They're gonna do that anyway. But Microsoft, Sony, I want that from them. And stop. And look, I understand Microsoft, y'all are third party now. I ain't even mad about y'all for that. Sony, I ain't mad at y'all for putting y'all stuff on PC. I understand the game. You got to get your money where you can get it. But
do what you got to do.
Do what you got to do. But don't act like exclusivity is the devil. Stop acting like that. Because at this point, I don't even think Wolverine gonna be a Sony exclusive. I'm sorry. I think that's coming to other console because they didn't make that much money off of Spider-Man 2 and they spent too much.
No, because I mean, most people still regard the first one as the best one.
Yeah. So, and they spent too much money on it and didn't get a return on 2, which to me, I'm like, that tells me right there that probably ain't gonna be an exclusive game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what I would like to see from the big three in 2026, even though I know I'm probably not gonna get that. But Sandstorm.
So I think I said this yesterday. No, it was probably the first podcast of the year. The one thing that I'm actually kind of thinking that may happen, and it may be really optimistic, but I don't know. I feel like the air is just a little bit different. I don't know if it's thinner or it's thicker and more enriched, and it's just hitting people's brains differently. But I feel like the microscope check of every single game that comes out for Switch 2 is going to dwindle over the year. I don't think people are going to be as heavy as like, look at this, up for everything. One thing that I do hope for the year is that this is the first year in a long time. Well, I got two of them. I hope this is the first year in a long time where people actually focus on games. More so, like you said, than numbers and statistics and all the other stupid stuff. But also too, I hope this is also the year that we get a teaser of Zelda, since it's the anniversary. I don't need a full trailer. I don't need none of that. You can just give me a little teaser, just like flash all 3 characters in front, and you ain't even give me official name, the Zelda movie. You know what I mean? That's all I need. Like I'm a basic dude. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do too much to impress me. Just give me that, and I'll be okay. I'll survive till next year. But just give me something. That's all I'm asking for. Just give me something.
All right. Jack, what about you?
Okay, so we'll start with Nintendo. All I need from Nintendo is that second screen. I need
Yeesh.
yeah, I need that second screen. I don't care, like, because here's the thing. There's going to be third parties that are going to make them, but they're not going to be as good and as efficient because, as we can see, the dock situation is bad for third
Right.
parties because it's hit or miss. I need them to release that second screen along with adding DS and 3DS into the NSO.
And so, gotcha.
That's what I need you to do. 2, it's not going to happen. This is more Konami than it is Nintendo, but I need Nintendo to go talk to Konami. Put my boy Mystical Ninja on the N64 NSO.
Oh, get him there.
Hold that down.
He should have
Get
been
him
there. To
there.
be honest, he should have
It should
been
have been in
there.
there.
He
He is a staple in Japan. That whole
Yeah.
series is a staple. There's no reason for that game not to be there.
And matter of fact, bring Donkey Kong too. I know we've been talking about this, but bring Donkey Kong too.
Bring it all on. Which based off that leak, we should get it because I mean all those games have been there so far. So
wasn't that one of them that was on there?
Yeah,
was on that list. Yeah, because there was a bunch of games on that list. Because Eternal Darkness was on the GameCube one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, bet.
So I need them to do my screen. I need Mystical Ninja on the NSO for N64. I need them to just do a consistent flow of releases. And this is the time and opportunity for them to, one, get that lead to a very nasty lead, like to where Sony and Microsoft just
it's
can't
embarrassing.
compete. Like it's embarrassing, and the haters and the content creators can't make stupid videos off of it. Like I don't care anything about the numbers unless it's affecting the releases and what we're getting. But when it comes down to the information that gets spewed around, I would like to see that distance created substantially. Also, what I would like from Nintendo is to get some. I would say I don't know if we would say like remakes, or just like I don't know, whatever the word is going to be for certain games that we don't see anymore. So, for example, I know this is something they got to go to Cap for, but they got this close relationship. Let's get Beautiful Joe. I don't want that on NSO. I want that redone. Some of these games that tend to have like license issues, I don't know if it's something they can rectify, but I would like to see that too. So off of Nintendo because it wasn't much from them. Microsoft,
everything.
I really need y'all to knock this next situation out the park. And what I mean by that is I should not have this urge to go and get a OG Xbox because you left so many IPs on that Xbox that cannot be played from backwards compat.
It's crazy when they were bragging about how good their backwards compatibility was.
Which, to their credit, it is pretty nasty. Yeah. It's just I feel like there's a lot of licenses issues because that was the 6th gen and 7th gen issue. Like there was a lot of licensing issues. So I can understand that. But when you do this and you say, all right, here's the Xbox One games, here's the series games, and then here are also like the PC games moving forward, find a way to dig way back deep with some form of emulation, whether you go and you team up with the team that does Xena or whatever and go get their emulation popping, and y'all make the original Xbox hardware possible as well. I don't know what that means for the games per se, or what you could put on the store, or if we can find a way to put it on this console per se. Make that happen. To me, I feel like Xbox, you're solid with your controls. There's nothing really much you need to do with that. But as far as your IPs are concerned, this is an opportunity for you to get out of that shoot 'em up, bang bang situation. Like you can start diversifying your IP brand, and what a way to start doing it by bringing stuff back like Jade Empire, or bringing back stuff like Crimson Skies, or bringing back stuff like Cameo Elements. Like those are games that are considered to be classics that you no longer touch. Is and then even something like party games in the sense of Fusion Frenzy. A lot of people say like, well, why make a game party game if Mario Party's there? Lego Party just showed that people prefer a good game. Lego's Party was a solid game, and I dare say it's better than Mario Party. The only issue that it has with the Switch is, for whatever reason, they haven't patched it yet for it to be 60 to have a Switch 2 version. But other than that, solid game. You got it on Netflix. Fix this. Because on Netflix, it runs like boo-boo. Like it runs bad on Netflix. But I'm gonna just give them a benefit of the doubt because it's in beta form for their game situation. But outside of that, that's all I need from them. Sony, Jesus, Sony. Goodness, I need so much from Sony. It's ridiculous. And for anybody that's here for the first time in this new year, I've owned all three of them. I have no gripes with either of them. Like I said at the top of the show, I just bought a PS3. Like, I have no issue with them. The only thing I hate about this PS3 is the installation in this controller. Like, I didn't realize how bad this controller felt until I picked it up again. I was like, I need to find a different. So I'm about to buy this retro fighter controller that they made that works with the PS3 and it's in the style of the like the Xbox 360 controller. And I'm like, I rather have that, but that PS3 controller is awful because I actually end up getting the 6-axis one without the rumble, and I was like, Jesus, no, that thing feels like a paperweight. Like it just feels it feels so light. It's ridiculous.
Are the thumb controls too close?
No, it feels like the 6 are too tall. I don't know what it is, and then also the triggers. I remember years ago when I had a PS3, my finger used to get pinched inside of that freaking trigger, and it's doing it again now. And I was like, I hate this controller. Like, I hate it with a passion. Okay. But outside of that, same thing with you, IPs. Get back into the AA bag. There's no reason for you to just AAA story everything. Like, it's okay to have those, but dumb them down. Well, it looks like you're already doing that, but anyway, like, so, like, leave it where it's at and then have like some AA games in there, because where Sony gets a lot of claim to fame for the AA/AAA, those were third party and they were just exclusive to that console for PS2. As you, like we said before, Kingdom Hearts ain't exclusive no more. Spyro and Crash ain't exclusive no more. You don't have Jack and Daxter anymore because you stopped making them. You still got Ratchet, but Ratchet's like, at this moment in time. Uncharted is done. We were just playing MotorStorm the other day, Apocalypse. Why have you not continued to make that game? That game is ridiculous, and having that on current hardware to where in Apocalypse you got stuff tearing up all over the place, fire and explosions going. It's crazy. Like, that game is nuts, and it still holds up very well on the PS3. What's another game? We were playing Little Big Planet after it finally installed all 82 updates. That's still a solid freaking game. That's a platformer. And the Mod Nation Racer, there you can still get online with that game, and there's still people playing online with Mod Nation Racer. And the customization in that game is ridiculous. Like, ridiculous. So IPs is a thing for Sony for sure. I don't care for them to go to the PC space. I think they can do just like Nintendo and stay in the console space. Like, they don't have to go anywhere else. So stay in the console space. Make your like AA to AAA games that you have on hand. Start showing more love to these indies as well, to where you kind of have like more indie studios that you support, and just have a more consistent flow of game releases. It can be so simple. You already got people glazing everything you do. All you got to do is just do right by them. Right. And I don't care anything about the VR. I know you don't care about it either, because you already passed it off to PC. I don't care anything about that handheld. In all honesty, I feel like the Portal is doing what it should do. And I think it can serve its purpose of being just that remote play device that partners with your PS6 or whatever you choose to call it when it's coming up. But Sony, in reality, have everything. It's just the IPs they just keep letting go because people want to be more mature or want to be more creative. But in reality, the games that got you here are the ones that are not mature. So yeah, I just need Sony to get back to understanding what got them here, but they're going to have to be the ones to make it, opposed to depending on third party. And I think that's where their main issue is, because you got Xbox games now. There's no excuses for you to ever try to go and try to create a Halo or anything, even though I would love to see Killzone and Resistance to come back. But you got Halo now, you got Forza now. Like, focus on other things. And I think Sony will be all right. And I would love to see that from them this year. But unfortunately, we're going to get Wolverine pushed back. And we're going to hear rumors about the new architecture and the things they're doing. And then by the end of the day, Sony's going to be doing what Xbox is doing.
Yeah.
Mark this. Sony is going to find a way to do that PC/console hybrid. Watch what I tell you.
Even
though they used to have a PC, but
they used to, which wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was off the chain, but it got no more. Oh, all right, Andre. Yeah. Andre, what would you like to see from the Big Three in 2026?
Well, for Microsoft to basically stop pretending that they're not just the new Neo Geo. Okay. Sony, I agree with Jack. They could have pulled themselves back in-house and make some smaller titles and put more titles out versus the money that they wasted on R&D for the PS5 Pro, knowing that they're going to be putting out a new system in a short while after that too. Like, it's pointless. And on top of that, like, they've wasted so much money chasing cinematics and trying to be the movie of the video game industry. We already have movies to be movies. Be it, like, if you're going to have video games, make video games. Nobody's saying you can't have your movie-like quality cutscenes.
For sure.
But that shouldn't be the majority of the focus of what you're putting out.
Right.
And that's their biggest problem. They could have been swung the pendulum back if they really wanted to. They haven't. And that's an issue with them. Because they have so many IPs that they have left sitting on the cutting room floor because they've killed studios like Japan Studio. And they've just refused to go back to older IPs that they actually still own.
Yep.
Jack and Daxter.
Like,
well, because Sony always wins, baby. I understand.
And what happened to that Sly Cooper game?
Yeah. Like, what happened to that Sly Cooper movie? Remember the movie sort of came out in like 2007.
Yeah,
there's a lot of things they could be doing. That's another one that we got, the Sly Cooper collection. That look, they just all right,
they're messing up. Now from Nintendo, I want them to be real slick about reintroducing Wii U like gameplay. They already got the setup for it. Just start putting out games that can use it, but it's not required.
Yep.
And then Switch 2 editions start sliding it in as well. Like, hey, you got a tablet, you got a stand for your tablet. Put this on there, and see what you can do with all this.
Right.
And also work with some of their third-party partners to get them to do the same thing too. Because a Monster Hunter, where you have your inventory off to the side, and you can just swap between your stuff real quick, and you can move your UI to that screen. It's beautiful to play it that way. Because I remember Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate.
Yeah,
that is the best way to play it.
Yeah, using 3DS, the Wii U, that whole thing was crazy. Yeah,
it was a good ecosystem, and they already got a way to simulate that with the game share.
Yeah,
so you have one person with the tablet for their Switch 2 and have all the UI information or whatever tracking information and stuff that you need on that device. And then have that game shared to other Switch 2s and Switches that are right there. And you can have a whole party that can use that information and still chase down a beast. Like, all this stuff is baked in. I really want them to push utilizing the hardware that they have created more.
Yeah.
Like, push utilizing it. Because that's going to be the one thing people are going to complain about if we get 3-4 years into this generation with them. People are going to be complaining about that. Well, why didn't they use the hardware? It's the same thing that they said about the Wii U. Go ahead, use the hardware the way it's supposed to be used, and don't back down because somebody decides it's too complicated for them. Because if you make a good game, either way, it's going to be people are going to reverence it no matter what later on. And we see that now with the Wii U. Everybody's talking about, oh man, this game was so great on the Wii U. Well, you didn't play it originally because you were trying to avoid being the person playing on the kiddie console.
There you
instead
go.
of just going out and playing what you liked.
Yeah.
All
to that point too.
Wii U ports to the Switch because people begged for Wii U ports.
But to your point too, looking at some videos too of like games that utilize that Wii U gamepad, and there were quite a few that utilized that gamepad very well. And the first one that always come to mind is Batman. Like Batman used
Oh yeah,
that so
Man,
well, Armored Edition.
Splinter Cell.
Yeah,
People forget
Splinter
about
Cell,
Splinter
Batman,
Deus
Cell.
Ex,
Cell, Deus Ex,
Deus Ex,
Lego
Madden
City,
13, Lego City,
City Undercover,
Nintendo Land.
Nintendo Land, which I really wish would come back.
And apparently there was like this spaceship adventure game to where like it was 3 players.
Affordable Space Adventures.
Yeah, to where like you as the gamepad had to control like the engines. You had somebody else that would control something else with their controller. Yeah, so it was like a 3-person team that would have to manage the spaceship to make it where you need to get to. I was like, that's so dope.
Yep. Fatal Frame is one I would love them to do a Nintendo Switch 2 edition and add in the camera controls to use a different device for it. More likely, it would have to be done with like another Switch to make it work properly. Zombie U was definitely another one. I would love to see Zombie U be remade, but to have online multiplayer where you can do one person as the dungeon master and then 4 other people trying to survive the dungeon that you set up. Because they did it with the 2-player mode for the Wii U, but it's just like it's not big enough.
Right.
Like you need more people for it.
The other thing too about Zombie U though that I think people didn't understand was like it was meant to be like survival horror, not fun and gun horror.
Yeah.
And like because I will never forget reading Greg Miller from IGN's review of that game, and I'm like, bruh, you do know like the original Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3, and even Code Veronica, that was what it was like. You don't know what you're talking about. Like, you want a fun and gun game. This is not a fun and gun game. It's meant to be survival horror. You're supposed to have limited ammo. You have to be smart. You have to be intuitive. You can't, like, you're not going to fun and gun your way through this.
Right.
And it was stuff like that that made me like, okay, y'all, that's when I first realized, oh, this is going to be a fun generation because they're going out of their way to, especially IGN at the time, to actually put people on there that was clearly fanboys of other systems, make them do reviews and basically telling the people how the game sucked. And then when they put Rich or Audrey on it, it'd be a completely different review.
Yeah.
But who would get the most views would be the negativity was getting the most. So that's why I was like, I would never understand that.
I agree.
I was just about to reply to somebody. I'm not gonna do it. All right, so I'm just not gonna do it. You're not bringing me down, and yeah, you're not gonna bring me down, bro. Apparently, this is your first time being in this podcast. You about to get put on blast. So, so that being said, 2026 should be a fun year. Honestly,
yeah, it should.
It should be. It should be a fun year. Looking forward to seeing what the year has in store, and what all we get. Like I said, we got the first developer direct on the 22nd. I think is when Microsoft's doing it.
Yeah, February.
22nd. January.
Or January 22nd.
It's January 22nd.
Oh wow.
Yeah, January
22nd.
Yeah, it's like a week and a half. So they're gonna, of course, we will be doing a live reaction for that. So come through for that. I'm pretty sure Nintendo will have their direct probably in February because they do have stuff dropping in springtime. I know the Yoshi book game is supposed to be dropping in springtime.
That's right. Yeah.
And there's a couple other games that that was in that last direct that had spring 2026 on it. So I'm pretty sure we're probably getting a Nintendo Direct probably more than likely in February, like normal. So, but the first one of the year is going to be Microsoft's Developer Direct, and we're supposed to see the Game Freak game there. So,
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Let's see.
We'll see how it turns out.
Yeah, we supposed to see. We supposed to see how that looks. So how that's gonna play. It's supposed to be there. So we shall see. We're gonna call it a night. So Jack, anything you want to pimp out?
Nah, man, this is a new year, man. So, I mean, there's a lot of new things I have on the table coming up for both the gaming channel and music. But yeah, we're just in the middle of this fasting for the rest of the month. But after that, then we can get the ball rolling on content. And yeah, just happy to be in this new year, man.
Cool. All right, Samsung.
So yesterday we talked about map sizes because we found out that Crimson Desert map size is going to be bigger than Red Dead Redemption. So if you want to hear that conversation, a very good conversation. We're doing a lot of revamping on the Sandstorm show channel, updates and whatnot. So definitely stay tuned and keep up with us for all of those. Yeah, man, and just follow everybody here per usual. Tomorrow's the Jill podcast. I will definitely be on for that as well at 7:00 on Terminator Juice's channel. Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, Andre.
I mean, I don't have anything that's finished right now because I have been doing research and scripting for several videos.
Oh,
and yeah, there were ways to re-architect a few things throughout several generations. That's why I was doing a lot of research for, because I wanted to make sure anything that I said made sense. So I can give you a couple hints. One is a fifth generation change that could have changed the landscape wholeheartedly. And the other is going to be diving into how the ninth generation could have been different without utilizing the technology that was used, making gaming for the consumer cheaper and still having the consoles cost relatively the same thing to produce.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, cool. All right. I'm still working on those book review shorts I'm going to be doing. So I hope to have the first couple out, if not this week, by the weekend. So be on the lookout for that. And I've pretty much made up my mind that Saturday is going to be my live stream day. So come through on Saturday afternoons between 2 to 4 Eastern Standard Time, and I'll probably be playing something. Don't know what, but I'll usually just throw something out. So it is what it is. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys for joining. We do appreciate it. Thank you everybody who joined in the chat. We appreciate you guys as well. And we will see you guys on the next one, next Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace.
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 Peace.